I'd like to welcome you all to Brock's Tasty Tips. Class is in session.
We're ready to learn from the best chef around.
Pikachu! I may not be a good cook now, but I will by the end of this lesson. Cooking's more than just throwing food together. It's a science. I can do it. I bet Ash will like my dish the most. That's a bet I'm willing to take.
I like the sense of competition around here.
Hey, why don't we just get this lesson started, okay? I'm sure you're all gonna be great.
You're right, Brock. Let's do it.
The first dish we're going to talk about is noodles.
Piece of cake. Noodles.
Sounds easy. So the first tip we have here is to make sure that the water's boiling. And then we drain the noodles when they're boiled?
You see, when the boiling is done...
What about this part? Test often for doneness since pasta cooks quickly. Doneness? You mean when it's done?
Well, sort of. But how can I put this?
Maybe we're not ready for this lesson.
It's easier than it looks. You know all the words. It's just the endings that are unfamiliar. I'll call Lex. He'll help me explain it to you.
Hi, everyone. Nice hat there, Brock.
Thanks, Lex. I'm giving a cooking class to May, Ash, and Max. But I think if they had some help with the different endings for the same word, they might have an easier time figuring out the cooking tips.
Like doneness.
And boiling, too.
We know it has something to do with boil, but...
It looks like you've got some suffixes in the mix.
Suffixes? I didn't see those in the tips.
Suffixes are attachments to the end of words that change their meanings.
So it's like suffixes or special ingredients for your vocabulary?
That's a good way to put it. May, why don't you read one of the tips?
Wait until the water is boiling.
Let's start with the word boiling. ing is a suffix that means that the action is happening in the present. By adding the suffix ing to boil, Brock shows us that the boiling should be taking place at that very moment, in the present.
You have to pay attention to the present when you're making a meal.
Right. And one of the great things about suffixes is that you can use them to make shortcuts in sentences.
Sometimes you can even get better results that way.
Brock's right. Let's look at how that sentence would have been constructed if Brock hadn't used the suffix. Wait until the water has started to boil. Now look at the sentence with the suffix in it. Wait until the water is boiling.
When you write it that way, it gets right to the point.
Exactly. So what's another noodle tip?
When your noodles are boiled, drain them thoroughly.
Okay, so we have a couple of suffixes here. First, there's boiled. To show that boiling is finished, Brock added the suffix ed to the word boil. Ed is a verb suffix that shows you something has already happened in the past. It's just another way that suffixes change words.
Cooking is all about keeping track of changes, too.
Then there's thoroughly. It has the root word thorough and the suffix ly. We use ly to describe the way something is done or its characteristics. In this case, we're talking about how you have to drain the noodles in a thorough way.
Hey, like one of the other tips. Test often for doneness since pasta cooks quickly. Quickly means that the pasta has the characteristic of being quick to cook. But what about doneness?
Sure. Doneness has the root word done and the suffix ness. We use ness to show the state that something's in.
A good cook wants his noodles in a done state.
And at that point, your noodles would be chewable, right? The word begins with the root word chew and ends with the suffix able. Able is a suffix that shows you something can be done. You want to be able to chew those noodles.
I sure do.
Can I read a tip? I think it might have a suffix in it, but I'm not sure.
Go for it.
Add a bright vegetable to your noodles for color and flavor. If you have two vegetables to choose from, use the one that's brighter.
You're right, Max. The suffix er has been added to the word bright. We use er to talk about the differences between two things. It's comparative.
I see. Like smaller or lighter?
Right. But the suffix er has another use too. You can add it to a word to describe what someone does. For instance, what is Ash?
Ash is hungry?
Ash is a trainer, a hungry trainer. We can add the suffix er to show what Ash does. He trains Pokémon.
That's awesome, but right now, I just want to be someone who eats.
Okay, Ash. Here's a chart of some common suffixes and their meanings. They'll help you get your cooking done right.
Thanks for helping me teach, Lex.
Before you use suffixes, you have to be prepared. Study the suffixes and their meanings in the chart. When you're ready, just click Next, and we'll get cooking.
Why don't we look at the suffixes in some of my cooking tips? Highlight the words that contain suffixes in each tip. Part of being a good cook is having good timing, so let's see how fast you can do it. If you have more than one banana to choose from, use the one that's riper. That's it! We use the suffix er to compare one thing to another. Let your dish cool to a comfortable temperature. Awesome! The suffix adle means that something can be done. Bake a souffle until it has the right fluffiness. That's pretty good. The suffix ness describes what state the souffle is in. Good and fluffy. Take care with sharp utensils. Great job! The suffix s or es shows us that there's more than one item. They can be dangerous. Awesome! By adding the suffix ous, you show that something is full of danger. After the cake is cooled, serve and enjoy. Amazing! We use the suffix ed to show that something's already happened. It's easy to be a good cook if you're a hard worker. Great! In this sentence, er is a suffix that shows what someone does. Use your own judgment to decide if a dish is done or not. All right! The suffix ment refers to an act or process. That was amazing! You've got great timing with suffixes. Click on the suffix and then on its meaning. If you need some help, just click on the hint button. When you make the right match, the temperature will rise.
know so much about suffixes now. I bet we could write our own cooking tips while we make a meal.
Let's do it. What should we make?
Something tasty.
With lots of vegetables. Tasty with a lot of vegetables. We need a good equation for this. If I multiply the flavor by 4 and add 2 tomatoes...
I know. Let's make Brock's veggie pizza.
Before you use suffixes, you have...
Will you help us? Supply each blank with the right suffix, and we'll make a great dish.
Awesome! Good job! Way to go!
Awesome.
You got it.
All right! Way to go!
Awesome.
Good job! Way to go!
Way to go.
All right!
Awesome.
Right!
Way to go.
Good job! Awesome!
All right.
Awesome! Good job!
That was amazing. You really helped us see that suffixes are essential ingredients to a good vocabulary.
You're a great teacher, Brock. We learned about cooking and suffixes. Yeah, I want more lessons.
I know one thing. They probably won't all be this tasty.
Suffixes are great ways to end words. And this is the best way to end our day.
Pika Pikachu!
Try again. Think about which suffix shows that a comparison is being made. Try again. Think about which suffix shows that a comparison is being made.
dish cool to a comfortable temperature.
Try again. Look for the suffix that means that something can be done. Try again. Which suffix would show you what state the soufflé is in? Give it your best. Try again. Which suffix refers to how full of danger something might be? Try again. Which suffix refers to how full of danger something might be? Try again. What suffix do we use to show that something's already happened? Try again. What suffix can be used to describe what someone does? Try again. Think about which suffix refers to an act or process.
That was amazing! You've got great timing with suffixes.
Try again.
Oops, not that one. Oops, not that one. Oops, not that one.
That was amazing! You've got great timing with suffixes. Click on the suffix and then on its meaning. If you need some help, just click on the hint button. When you make the right match, the temperature will rise. Supply each blank with the right suffix, and we'll make a great dish.